बनाने के लिए आपको कहां पर और कितना इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा विल सी अक्रॉस डिफरेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. So let's compare FD versus large cap fund versus mid cap versus small cap with an example जिससे आपको पता चले that where to invest and post tax calculation भी करेंगे ताकि आपको exactly पता चले कहां पर और कैसे invest करना है. But आगे बढ़ने से पहले have you subscribed to the channel yet? अगर नहीं किया है तो अभी जाके सब्सक्राइब करो, हिट द बेल आइकन सो दैट यू डोंट मिस आउट एनी वीडियोस लाइक दिस. Let's say that you invest 10k per month with a step up of 10% every year for 20 years down the line. तो आपका investment amount होगा around 40 lakhs which we will keep same for all instruments ताकि we can compare better because we are comparing 4 instruments here: FD, large cap, mid cap fund and small cap funds. The investment amount will keep the same but the returns may differ as per the instruments. Now if you do a SIP in FD, so because FD is a safe instrument and ultimately it invests your money into corporate bonds, government deposits, treasury bills, things like these, और बेसिकली यू कैन से फिक्स्ड इनकम इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स में आपका पैसा इन्वेस्ट होता है व्हेन यू इन्वेस्ट इनटू एफडीज एंड दैट्स व्हाई द रिस्क इज द लोवेस्ट हियर कंपेयर्ड टू ऑल 4 इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स एंड हेंस रिटर्न्स भी कम होंगे विच विल बी अराउंड 7 to 8%. तो हमारे एग्जाम्पल में यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग 40 lakhs for 20 years down the line and let's assume that you are getting returns of 7% in this FD. तो आपका 40 लाख का अमाउंट इन्वेस्टेड हो जाएगा अराउंड 77.42 lakhs इन 20 years ऑफ टाइम फ्रेम. बट इसके ऊपर अगर हम टैक्सेशन गिने तो दैट विल बी एज पर योर स्लैब्स and if the interest, that is of course in this case, is higher than 40,000, 10% TDS will be deducted. अब बात आती है लार्ज कैप फंड की where your money will be invested into top 100 companies of India as per the market cap which are listed on stock market. So comparative to FD, large cap fund has the higher risk because here your money will be invested into stock market और क्योंकि stock market volatile होता है your money will go up and down compared to FD more frequently और इसी को हम volatility बोलते हैं. बट अगर हम ओवरऑल रिस्क कंपेयर करें देन द रिस्क इज मॉडरेट हियर. Now let's say that you are doing a SIP of 10k per month into large cap fund also for 20 years, then still here also your amount investment is 40 lakhs same as FD, but because you are getting a higher return than FD, that is 12% CAGR returns, which is I'm not bluffing और मैं अपने घर से बना के नहीं बोल रही हूँ, but these are as per data and these returns are already generated in the past trends or if I check history compared to 12% CAGR returns, आपका 40 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट हो जाएगा अराउंड 1.3 crores. So are you able to see the difference between 1.3 crores and 77.42 lakhs? But let's also calculate taxes on 1.3 crores. And क्योंकि इंडिया में the inflation rate is around 6.5%, so if you are getting higher returns compared to inflation, then only you are making profits. Otherwise, you are just making a loss and you think that your money is actually invested, but you are just saving like you are keeping it in a cupboard. Let's understand the taxes on large cap fund. Now, because you are redeeming after 20 years, LTCG will be levied. That means long-term capital gains tax. So, if you redeem after 1 year of your investment, then LTCG will be levied. And as per LTCG rules, if your gains are more than 1.25 lakhs, you need to pay flat 12.5% on your gains only. Not on your amount invested, but gains only. So first 1.25 lakhs gains are exempted and then on the rest amount 12.5% will be charged. So let's understand with this example. Now 40 lakhs is your amount invested, so iske upar you don't have to pay any taxes, and 1.3 crores is your maturity value, and you have to pay taxes only on 90 lakhs gains which you have made in this 20 years of time frame, and इसमें से will deduct 1.25 lakhs which is exempted as per LTCG rules. तो हमारे पास बचे around 88.75 lakhs. अब इसके ऊपर we'll have to pay 12.5% flat taxes, and that will be around 11.09 lakhs which we have to pay from the total amount. Then we will be able to get the net profits, or you can say net amount. तो वो आएगा अराउंड 1.18 crores पोस्ट टैक्सेस. मतलब your expected maturity value was 1.3 crores, and after paying all the taxes in your hands you will be having 1 crores 18 lakhs. Still higher than FD, right? बट होगा ही ना, क्योंकि एफडी में तो आपको 7% रिटर्न्स मिल रहा है और यहाँ पर 12%, और पोस्ट टैक्सेस भी इट्स बेटर. Now let's go to the mid cap category and understand where and how your money is invested here. So in mid cap fund, your money is invested from top 101 to 250 companies as per the market cap which are listed in stock market. Now, because it's a higher risk compared to large cap and FD, here the volatility will be higher. वो क्यों? बिकॉज हियर यू आर नॉट इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू टॉप 100 कंपनीज, बट उसके बाद की कंपनीज में आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो तो वो कंपैरेटिवली उससे थोड़ी मिड साइज्ड होंगी, एंड दैट्स व्हाई द कैटेगरी इज नोन एज मिड कैप कंपनीज. अब यहां पर यू कैन इजीली जनरेट रिटर्न्स ऑफ अराउंड 15% CAGR as per the data and by checking the trends of the history. So your 40 lakhs amount invested here in mid cap would have become 1.82 crores. But इसके ऊपर अभी हमें taxes गिनना बाकी है. We'll understand the tax calculation also. How does that work in this category? Because it's same for large cap, mid cap and small cap, but the amount may vary as per the returns. Let's calculate the taxation part on the mid cap funds so that we can get a better understanding. Now, from the 1.82 crores which you have made, that is the expected maturity value, and the LTCG rules are same for large cap, mid cap and small cap funds. But here the gains you are making is 1.42 crores. तो इसमें से will minus 1.25 lakhs which is exempted as per the rules, and हमारे पास बचेंगे around 1.4 crores, and इसके ऊपर फ्लैट 12.5% अगर हम टैक्स पे कर दे, दैट विल बी अराउंड 17.5 lakhs टैक्स हम पे कर रहे हैं, एंड नेट अमाउंट विल बी इन आवर हैंड्स 1.64 crores. अब बात आती है स्मॉल कैप फंड्स की, जहां पर द रिस्क इज द हाईएस्ट कंपेयर्ड टू ऑल द इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स व्हिच यू हैव कंपेयर्ड सो फार, दैट इज एफडी, लार्ज कैप एंड मिड कैप. Because here the volatility is the highest, because you are investing into small sized companies, तो यहाँ पर volatility तो ज्यादा रहेगी, but आपके returns भी तो ज्यादा होंगे. That can go up to average of 18% CAGR, और ये भी मैं ऐसे ही घर से बना के नहीं बोल रही हूँ, but by checking the past data and trends of the index with high risk, high return. So if your goals are for really long period of time or at least 15 plus years, then you can consider investing into small cap fund. अब अगर हम 40 लाख यहाँ पर इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, then our expected maturity value would be around 2.56 crores. So are you able to compare the large cap, mid cap and FD? But इसका मतलब ये नहीं that you put all your money in small cap funds. Let's understand the post-tax calculation into the small cap category. So, from the 2.56 crore, the gains actually are 2.16 crores. इसके ऊपर will have to pay taxes, but let's minus first 1.25 lakhs, which is exempted as per the LTCG rules. तो हमारे पास बचेंगे around 2.14 crores. And इसके ऊपर will have to pay 12.5% taxes. So the net amount in our hands would be 2.29 crores. So now you got an idea that what is the comparison between FD, large cap, mid cap, and small cap. But that doesn't mean that you all invest into small cap funds. You need to diversify your 10,000 SIP amount into all these categories as per your goals. Let's say you are someone who is a very aggressive investor and don't want to touch your money for 15 to 20 years down the line, then you can put 20% in FD, 20% in large cap, that comprises 40%, and rest 60% you can divide 30% each in mid cap and small cap. And let's say that if you are a moderate risk taker, then you can consider investing 20% in FDs, 30% in large cap, that comprises of 50%, and the other 50% you can consider investing 30% again in mid cap and 20% in small cap, where the risk would not be that high compared to the aggressive investor. And if you are someone who is a very conservative investor and don't want to risk all money in small cap funds, and if you are not comfortable with the volatility, then you can keep 30% in FD, 30% in large cap, that comprises of 60% of your portfolio, and rest 40% you can keep into mid cap and small cap fund. Why? Even if you are a conservative investor, so that you can overall boost up your returns of your portfolio. But now all these calculations and all these percentage allocations may differ from person to person, because let's say I am someone who wants to invest for 20 years down the line and I am ready to take that risk. So I can consider investing into large cap, mid cap, and small cap as per my goals. So if you want to plan something as per your goals and want it personalized, you can book a one-on-one financial consultation with me, where I will be guiding you on how to invest, where to invest, and what shall be your allocation as per your goals and tenure of investment. And if you are someone who also wants execution platform through which I'll be guiding you, I will be giving you the execution platform and you can track your investments, then you can download our app, My Fund SIP, the link to which you'll find in the description. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.